Hi, everybody, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, today in the news, we do have some stories, two good news stories from Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. We also have an update from Princess on two of their world cruises, and some good news coming from Cunard. So we got some good news coming around. First quick story is Cunard. Queen Anne has finally arrived in Southampton and is getting ready for her inaugural sailing. So a lot of people have been excited about this. It's the first ship in over a decade for Cunard. And yeah, a lot of innovations going into this ship, and they're saying it should be a lot more accessible to people who are looking for different cruising experiences as opposed to the traditional Cunard experience where it's a very more class-oriented system on their ships. So we will see what happens with that. But yeah, Cunard, Queen Anne is in Southampton getting ready for her inaugural sailing coming up very, very shortly. Next, we did have that sailing on the Radiance of the Seas, and it had to cancel one of its cruises. It had to cancel ports on another cruise. Well, the good news is they say that the repairs are coming along, and they will be ready in time for their next sailing on May 3rd. So if you've been sitting there waiting very, very patiently to find out if you're actually cruising or not in 2 days, I hope you're already getting plans to get on your way there, but it looks like the sailing is going forward. So it seems like they get everything repaired. They are not saying there is any changes to the itinerary or a slowdown in speed or anything like that. So hopefully the whole thing has been repaired and ready to go at full tilt, and you won't have any interruptions on your cruise. Let's hope that the sailing doesn't start and we start hearing people got a letter from the captain or the crew saying that this itinerary has been shortened or this port has been missed because they can't go at full speed. Let's hope we don't hear that. I hope they got it all fixed and everybody has a great Alaska cruise. Speaking quickly of our Alaska cruise, we do have our cruise coming up on the Majestic Princess on the 19th of this month, just a couple weeks away. And I just wanted to give a quick update to everybody. Our dining time is 5:20 for our group. We are in the Symphony Dining Hall. We have it all set aside. You just have to say you're in Don's group and they will let you in and head over to our area. It's a free-for-all. Wherever we sit, that way we can sit with the same people every day or you can sit with other people. Usually people make friends and they end up sitting together for most of the cruise, but it's also a come-as-you-go kind of thing, as you are, and you can have your own specialty dining booked if you want. If you want to eat at a different time, it's not a mandated time that you have to eat there. It's just an area, a time set aside for our entire group if you want to eat together. And also our cocktail party on board where we will be giving away a ton of prizes, by the way, a ton of prizes. We will be having that on the 21st. So the second full day of our cruise, and it'll be in Princess Live at 4 o'clock. So it won't affect our dining times and it won't affect your ability to go see shows or anything like that. And yeah, that's a quick update for our group cruise coming up. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. Symphony Dining Hall 5:20 and cocktail party on the 21st at 4 o'clock, Princess Live. Don't not miss that one because don't do what Donnie did. You know that story. But yeah, because there will be a lot of prizes handed out there. We have a lot of friends in the group bringing a lot of stuff. So we will see you there. Next, we have another story from Royal Caribbean. The Utopia of the Seas, the next Oasis class cruise ship, is now undergoing its sea trials. It's getting ready for its sea trials, which means it's that much closer to being ready for her inaugural sailing and get passengers on board. Yeah, I think Tony's going to be on board the inaugural sailing of that ship. I'm not going to be able to make that one. I just, I checked out the prices for 7 days and yeah, she's pretty pricey for a balcony cabin, and I think I can do 2 or 3 sailings on other ships right now for that price, so I'll hold off a little bit. Plus, after, doing an inaugural sailing already and having a lot of things not ready yet, I'm going to let this one idle a little bit, get everything up and going, and then I'll jump on the ship and check her all out, because it's not a lot of good covering a ship if the things aren't running that you want to cover, like entertainment and things like that. So yeah, but hey, good news is sea trials are going, and hey, maybe on the inaugural sailing, everything will be ready. We can only keep our fingers crossed on that situation. What else is new? Also, Princess has announced something coming up on their well, I'm not going to call their most important cruises, but their longest cruises of the year. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, if you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, because look, things are changing on a daily basis. Ships are having engine problems. Ports are closing. Areas of the world we can't sail on. Prices are going up. Ships are coming out. And you can't tell the players without a roadmap. So it helps if you try and keep up to date, and we'll try and keep you up to date as best we can, and as give you the quickest information on things coming out, so you will know what's happening with your cruise and possibly a cruise you might want to book in the future. Doesn't cost anything, but boy, it really does help the channel out, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's take a quick look over at Princess Cruise Lines. Their 2025 World Cruises are changing their itineraries. Now, I'm not really surprised at this because of what's going on in the Red Sea and not being able to go on the Suez Canal. So they are changing their world cruises. One of them was supposed to leave in Dubai and will now sail out of Cape Town. One of them was supposed to go through Asia and the Suez Canal, and now will transit around Africa, become an Africa cruise more than an Asia itinerary. So yeah, lots of things changing on the cruise. I would check it out if you're on either of the Princess's cruise, the Island World Cruise, or the Crown Princess World Cruise, because yeah, their itinerary is going to be a lot different than what you originally signed up for. Still going to be an amazing cruise, but I think you're going to have a few more sea days than you were expecting. One cruise is actually going to be shorter by 4 days. One cruise is going to be longer by 4 days. And the people who are shorter are going to get a refund for 4 days, plus any excursions you might have booked. And the ones that are longer are not going to have to pay anything extra. There'll be no extra charges on board for those extra 4 days. So good deal there, except you're not quite going to the ports you were hoping to go for. It's kind of something that happens every once in a while, and we just have to live with it and decide whether or not, yeah, this is the time to do that world cruise, or do you want to wait and hope that the conflicts in Ukraine, Suez Canal, Haiti, and all that subside, and then you can cruise the world. If I were you, I would jump at the chance to go now, because you never know what else might be closed in the future. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think World Cruise is still a good time to do it, or would you hold off? I think I would do it, just because if I wanted to go on it, like I said, you just never know what's going to change next. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.